The National Environmental Conservation Awards are being held right here at the Giraffe Center. Elimu TV brings you this event as it unfolds.
IMEL Preparatory School, welcome.
In front of you is IMEL Preparatory School, ready to present a poem entitled Wildlife. Look at the east, the day is bright. Just from the right, the world is lit. The cloud is heavy, it rains suddenly. Now on my way to the forest I rely. The animals are running, the man is hiding. To the forest they're depending for shelter and feeding. It rained today, it was sunny yesterday. It will be windy tomorrow and the trees will blossom. Litter all over, dirting our environment. City council picking the papers and making use of them. The giraffes to the twigs, the monkeys to the branches, the birds to the flowers, and the man to the fruits. To the airports, the wives, to the roads, the taxis, to the parks, the rangers, and to our country, the income. No to poaching, no to pollution, no to deforestation, and no to corruption. Yes to afforestation, yes to conservation, love and kindness to wildlife, and homage to them. Wildlife is all we need to make our country known, to make it rich and our animals proud. Pleasure.
Let's go for them. Asanteni sana. IMEL Preparatory School, tunashukuru. Thank you. That's Rehema Machuka from Thika Road Christian School.
Jina langu ni Precious Gazani. Genesis, Saxadan, Salitikaza numbers. Deuteronomy, just shredded the truth. First and second Samuel, first and second Kings, first and second Chronicles, Jeremiah, Esther Johnson, Brother Ecclesiastes, Saul, Solomon, Isaiah, Jeremiah, Lamentation, Ezekiel, and Daniel, Hosea, Joel, Amos, Obadiah, Jonah, Elkanah, Habakkuk, Zephaniah, Haggai, Zechariah, the last one, Matthew, Mark, Luke, Jonas, and Romans, first and second, Galatians, Ephesians, Philippians, Colossians, first and second Thessalonians, second Timothy, Titus, Philemon, Hebrews, and James, first and second Peter, first and second John, Jude, Revelation. Now I know my Bible.
Thank you.
Beach Junior School presents
Our plight. You eat my steak and leave my life at stake. A big mistake. From dawn to dusk, your task is to kill me and take my task. Yet, no one asks. You lie you want to conserve me, yet you want my cheetah skin out of my skinny body to make an attire so shoddy for your body. Our sight gives you pleasure. It has become part of your leisure. You have been a source of your wages. Please, open your eyes and see the good we give to you. Don't eat our steak. Don't cut our task. Don't cut our chance. Don't kill us. Speaking and stand tall to be seen. Against this ugly sin. Make this choice and be my voice. For our future lies in your hands.
Thank you very much.
Today I can sit and ponder, looking at the world over, our country Kenya, the land of Mazuri. Clean and healthy water flows in plenty, in the taps, dams, rivers and seas. Just go to our streams and you will see, in the beautiful land of Mazuri. A tourist attraction site, from the Big Five to the Wild Beast Migration, a bird watcher's paradise, Lake Nakuru National Park, in the land of Mazuri. The beautiful Mount Kenya. Did I mention the Mandela crater? How could I forget the sandy beaches in the land of Mazuri? Let us join our hands together on behalf of Kenya and care for our environment. Say no to poaching, say no to deforestation, and say no to pollution. Make the land of Mazuri a better place. Thank you.
Teach this. 1, 2, 1, 2. Microphone testing. Alright. Maridori. Kajonjo kaskwea kaparimeda pare popotori pompendom sekretaji wetu ikiwa ni kwa ara sinema ya kipindi chetu tunakuandalia picha letu ra forest conservation. Nini baya manzi tunakuingiria moja kwa moja hadi upande wa Nairobi. Huku ni kuna soroladi huku tukikutana naye jitu letu ukipenda ni mademo juu ya mademu ambaye akisema kukikucha upande wa conservation ni mbaga na huyu demu wetu ni Wangari Maathai. Wawa, unasema nini, unatenda nini? Usikake kumjua zaidi www na www nani Wangari Maathai. Sasa aku anafurahia Wangari Maathai, akufurahia alipoona hivi, alisema once our forest conservation is our future. Nani Wangari Maathai akasema cheki, alisema no cutting down of trees. Remember, trees they give our country rain, they prevent drought bana. Arafu wanakuja wanaanza kuikata miti, sikadai wataikata but they will get what they want. Akasema cheki, helikopta kure ziko juu, ana ingiria manzi, majeshi juu ya majeshi, mkubwa wao baba akaingiria, yani akitaka kujua ni kaindi nani huyu anasema miki isikatwe, akakuingiria. Cheki, Wangari Maathai apotei, agopi bana, kwani akasema forest is our heritage. Cheki, makombora zikaanza kurushwa. Wawa, cheki, lakini agopi wetu akasema cheki, kuna parenja amerusha ile kombora, alichukua na kurirusha. Cheki, onainywe ashaishio. Wangari Maathai. Ukitaka kumjua zaidi ni mademu ambaye aliwin Nobel Prize akiwa ni mwanamke mmoja, one of the women in our continent Africa ambaye aliwin Nobel Prize bana. Ukitaka kumjua zaidi anaitangwa Wangari Maathai. Ati chama wetu alikuja akalishambulia Jirajezi akasema let's love our conservation na msikatekate miti baba, kwani miti inatusaidia sana, it's helping us kiwango cha juu sana. Asante kwa kukipenda na kukifurahia kipindi chetu, kipindi ukipenda cha Rara Soromo. Mimi wenyu ikiwa ni DJ Afro Junior.
Takaribisha mgeni waheshimiwa muje hapa ili mserebuke pamoja nasi. Tafadhali kwa heshima kuu. DJ.
This morning, I'm very privileged to invite you to the Giraffe Center. I know many of you have been here for many other things, but today particularly we welcome you to the World Environment Day celebrations. On the World Environment Day, for the last 26 years, Giraffe Center has been celebrating the awards ceremony for an art competition. The art competition is a process that begins in the beginning of the year in January and culminates to an award ceremony today on World Environment Day. And for the first time in a very long time, we've been able to celebrate World Environment Day on the 5th of June as the real day. Today, as we celebrate World Environment Day, Giraffe Center congratulates some few students who were able to emerge as winners of the competition. We received over 5,000 entries, both in art and essay. And I'd just like to say that these entries came from countrywide. We received entries from Samburu too. And that was quite something. I think this county thing is a very good thing. We were able to get representation from 47 counties of Kenya. But as much as there were 5,000 entries, there must emerge winners, isn't it? And some of them are here with us today. I'd like us to clap and congratulate them for a job well done. Of importance is that we have a Master and Miss Environment. Our Master Environment came from Friends School Kamusinga. I don't know if he is here. Maybe they're still on the way. And then Miss Juliet from Kenyatta University. I've seen her around. And Mr. Charles from Machakos School from the Deaf. I don't know if he's here. They're not yet here. But those three students were particularly they submitted more than one entry, and they got awards for more than one entry. So I'd like to congratulate you very much for doing a very good job. This morning I also like to tell you a little about the Giraffe Center. The Giraffe Center was founded, let's say African Fund for Endangered Wildlife was founded in 1979 by a lady by the name Betty Leslie Melville, and together with her husband Jock, they founded a place where the giraffes could come, and be protected, At that time, the Rothschild giraffe, commonly known as the Baringo giraffe, came from Eldoret area. If you've been to Eldoret, you know where the Department of Defense is, what is now being called the Sergoit Farm. That land is very fertile, and the land was being subdivided for agricultural purposes. And this lady found it fit to bring them down here to this 100-acre piece of plot so that they are able to breed naturally. Now, through the help of Kenya Wildlife Service, since then we've been able to repatriate the young ones back into the wild. At that time, when she began in 1979, it was said that there were just about 120 individuals. Well, I know a lot of work has been done, but this subspecies is still not out of the red. They say a census in 2012 said there were only 660 individuals, and that is Kenya and Uganda. That is very low. So it's not out of the woods yet, but there's still a lot of work to be done. We thank Kenya Wildlife Service, who have from time to time allowed us, and provided logistics to be able to take these giraffes back to Nakuru National Park and Mwea National Park. This afternoon, we are happy because of those efforts. In 1983, a nature education center was started at the present-day Giraffe Center. And because of that, many of you children are able to come here during the school days and learn about conservation. We are able to come to your schools and do projects and support your teachers to do school projects. And further to that, we are able to bring in teachers to learn about conservation. At Giraffe Center, we believe that conservation education is one of the ways to change the attitudes of people in Kenya today. The theme of our competition was the future of wildlife is in our hands. If we are to do something, this is what we are doing. We are promoting conservation through education. So this afternoon or this late morning, I just want to thank the chief guest very much for coming to grace this occasion. I also want to thank the people he came with. He came with the Assistant Director of Devolution, Mr. John Kagwe. I also want to thank Mr. Charles Oro, who is the Head of Multimedia at KWS. And with the team he came with, we thank you very much for coming to grace this occasion. I also want to recognize the presence of our acting chairman. On behalf of Mr. Jagi, there is Dr. Ibrahim Ali. I also want to acknowledge the presence of sponsors here from AAR, Let's Go Travel, Jubilee Insurance, Manena World, and Jacaranda. I want to thank the other directors and members who visited with us today. And last but not least, I would like to thank you all children and your teachers for coming to be with us in this event.
Before I read my speech, I want to thank all those who have entertained us, all of us, we have sat here. So my coming here today, I want to beseech all of you kindly, we can make a change. You can talk to your neighbor, tell them, please, let us keep off this distraction spirit, the demons that are human beings who are really eager to destroy ourselves. Let us protect our wildlife for the current generation and the future generation. That's what I just, in a summary, what I have. So today, I'm the chairman of African Fund for Endangered Wildlife Board of Directors, Mr. Frederick Anderson. I know he's not around here today. I didn't see him. And the team that is in front of us, Ms. Kangada, and all of us here, members of AFEW Board of Directors present, invited guests, ladies and gentlemen. Kenya Wildlife Service is pleased to be part of this event, particularly because of its focus on youth and school children who are the future leaders of this country. I say this because as an ardent conservationist, I care very much about conserving the environment, not only for the current but also future generations. I'm excited to know that this year's theme for this competition is the future of wildlife lies on our hands, which of course is a very powerful message that the future of wildlife lies on our hands. That is mine and yours. I'm excited because the theme resonates very well with the endless campaign messages that Kenya Wildlife Service has been sending to the public over the time regarding wildlife conservation. I commend the organizers of this year's event for a well-thought theme. It is indeed true that we all have a responsibility of conserving our wildlife, which is one of the country's key natural heritage. I want to state here that each one of us has the responsibility of protecting wildlife. Kenya Wildlife Service is only the lead government agency charged with the coordination of wildlife conservation. Others, the duty of all citizens, both young and old, to protect and conserve our wildlife. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm impressed by the good work being done by the African Fund for Endangered Wildlife. Your dedication towards promoting conservation of environment through education and support for sustainable conservation projects throughout the Kenya stands out as a shining example of selfless service. Kenya Wildlife Service is also actively involved in championing conservation education, and we welcome support and participation of all and sundry in this noble endeavor. We have a department fully dedicated to conservation education. As I observe with delight the collaborations effort the two institutions have in school and essay competition, I encourage African Fund for Endangered Wildlife to explore more common areas where we can collaborate further in attaining our conservation goals. I'm saying this because the future of conservation of our precious heritage lies in the youth. Tomorrow belongs to the youth. I urge the youth as budding professionals to be innovative, re-energize the country's wildlife conservation strategies. Conservation education is a long-term solution to survival of wildlife. I note this with appreciation that AFEW creates conservation awareness besides providing free environmental education aimed at sensitizing Kenyan youth and the general population on the need to appreciate and conserve Kenya's biodiversity. Many of the pupils and students take part in AVU's environmental education and awareness program are said to be good champions of anti-poaching campaigns. I urge you to be in the forefront of highlighting areas of rampant poaching, as well as acting as whistleblowers for poachers destroying our precious wildlife. Your ideas reflected in the artwork and essay that you write do not go unnoticed. I want to assure you that they assist us in developing conservation strategies. I'm informed that African Fund for Endangered Wildlife has over the years hosted thousands of young Kenyans and their teachers for different environmental education programs. This is quite commendable, and I call upon all those who have gone through these programs to spread the knowledge acquired to the respective institutions and communities. I appreciate the African Fund for Endangered Wildlife's focus and dedication to education for sustainable development. This is a good model, as it will go a long way in imparting moral, intellectual, social skills, as well as values of sustainable livelihood purpose. I also note that AFEW has been involved in joint educational programs like park clearing and clearing of captive animal facilities that has also important conservation education activities. All these enhance conservation education as they serve as outside classroom where the young are made to appreciate and protect our wildlife. I encourage you to continue with the spirit. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in congratulating the winners of this year's competition for their well-deserved wins. To those who did not win this time, there is always another chance. But most importantly, I encourage all participants to put into practice the contents of their essays or artwork in wildlife and environmental conservation. We are proud of your efforts and I urge you to be good ambassadors of conservation education. Finally, I wish to commend the chairman of African Fund for Endangered Wildlife Board of Directors, Mr. Frederick Anderson, and his board members for their dedication and excellent work in steering this organization to the national and international fame. Kenya Wildlife Service is happy to be associated with the African Fund for Endangered Wildlife, and we sincerely thank you for complementing our effort in wildlife conservation. Thank you very much. Asanteni na Mungu awabariki. Asante sana.
Juliet Vayo Otieno. A big clap for her. She's from Kenyatta University. So we need a sachet for the Miss Environment.
Tazama porini simba kurumba, kifaru yu pale na ndege wa anga. Tazama porini simba kurumba, kifaru yu pale na ndege wa anga. Ziwa la Victoria linaunganisha Kenya na Uganda, Kenya na Tanzania. Ziwa la Victoria
And a pen and notebook. So you can start taking your notes so that you can give us your way forward as we conclude this event. Another clap for her. Unveil our Merit Award winner. They are just walking in. Mr. Sila, can you prepare because you need to escort the boy forward? You need to bring him forward. Sorry, they were a bit stuck in the jam, but they are here. Mr. Charles Madeka is our Merit Award winner. He comes from the Machakos School for the Deaf. So if you want to clap for him, I think you don't make noise, but yeah, Mr. Sila is going to do that, and then you can escort the boy forward. Just come at the right time. We need the sachet for the Merit Award. Just clap for him as he comes forward.
inaunganisha Kenya na Uganda, Kenya na Tanzania. Kenya nchi yangu nitaitunza, nitailinda maishani mwangu. Kenya nchi yangu nitaitunza, nitailinda maishani mwangu.
I'd like to call now Rhoda from Let's Go Travel to award 3 of our winners in a special category. The Daisy Rothschild goes to Washington Washira. The Daisy Rothschild is chosen on the basis of how many years he had been participating in our competition and winning consistently. Washira started while he was in high school and he has done really well throughout the years. Congratulations, Washira is from Kenyatta University, OKU, if you like. So a book from Let's Go Travel, that's why I called Rhoda, and then a gift hamper with other items there. Then the best patron, there are 2. The best patron essay category goes to Kericho Primary School. The patron from Kericho Primary, or the teacher from Kericho, not there. The student wants to pick on behalf of the teacher. The roles have changed now. Congratulations. There you go. That's on behalf of your teacher who was guiding you through the essay category. Then best patron in artwork goes to Oshol Academy, Mombasa. Oshol, Mombasa. I think they were missing in the other categories. I don't think they're there. We just leave them. Then we move to almost the second last category, the revolving trophies. And I go to kindergarten. Position number 1. A clap for them. From the 90s, they have been very consistent in our competition. and they have been winning. I think they had the highest number of entries in the kindergarten entries, and they really performed quite well. You can tell from the number of students who walked through the podium from there. Then number 2 goes to NJS Preparatory School. We have the ladies. Why not welcome them nicely? There you go. Thank you for that. They have a lot of energy. Congratulations. Move there. And then number 3 goes to Little Woods. Are they there? Little Woods. I think they have left.
Still more coming.
Yeah. Clap for them. Kiss smile on the shield. That's yours. It belongs to the school. Thank you. Thank you, Rhoda. You may take a seat. I'd like to welcome Mr. John Kagwi to award this category, the best primary school, or the best primary schools. Was accompanying the director. Karibu. So position 1 goes to Kericho Primary School. Kericho, same student again. There you go. The best primary school in our competition. Sorry, we had missed out on the little ones. They walked out of my podium, that's why I jumped them, but she's back. Eh? Karibu. Sorry. Okay. Right then, position number 2, we go back to our category primary school, I-Meal Preparatory. Position number 3, just a few students come in front with your teacher. I've seen the director, if I'm not wrong. A clap for them as they come. You may wonder why are they not seated on the other side, but most of them are runners-up, so they are not among the trophy winners. Okay, move forward so that you can get your trophy from Mr. John. Look at the camera and smile. What do you say? I mean, so, thank you and congratulations. Thank you. The last school you are going to award is GK FPPS from Kitengela. I think I saw the student. I don't know that the teacher is there, or a teacher and a student, or a parent from the same school. Let's come forward. A clap for them. Thank you. Mr. John, you may take your seat. And then the last category we're awarding, very last one, the high school trophy winners. A clap for them. They come forward. Last year they were position number 2. This year they are the top school in the category. Thank you, Mwalimu. Karibu. There are many. Just let's finish. Congratulations. A clap for them as they take back their seats. Position number 3, Mary Hill Girls High School. Are they here? Okay, not there. Sorry, you may take your seats. We are done. And right now, I like to call Dr. Ali, Madam Christine, and I saw Mr. Kairiba to represent the Minister of Education. Mr. Kairiba happens to be the AO Yatta Sub-County, so that we can award this last category. They didn't participate in the SAO artwork, but these are teachers whom we have trained. I think the chief guest mentioned about the programs which we undertake, and we train them, we give them money to start small projects which they can use to enhance conservation in the country through the school curriculum, and we chose the top 3 who performed well in terms of implementing those sustainable projects. We have a big trophy for them, which was donated by the ministry, the Kenya UNESCO office, last year when Madam Joka was our chief guest. We have a certificate for the school and a paper there, but I can say it's a check. The top school gets 100,000, the second school 75,000, and then the last school will get 50,000. So it's open for all the teachers who attend our competition, and it's up for grabs. So position number 1, or the best school in the country under the AFU programs, was Karima Primary School from Malindi. Congratulations. I think they dance a lot of chakacha. I'm just using a lot. I should not put it, but they are really our good dancers in the floor. Congratulations. Smile. So the teacher there, the 2 students, is not a teacher or the micro project belong to the school. We are only missing the parents. Yeah, but congratulations. A long way, you can imagine Malindi. So thank you. You can take that on home, but next year you bring it back. It's a revolving trophy. Congratulations. I hope you can take it another time. Thank you. Position number 2 goes to Chemulendu Primary School from Machakos County. A big project, a banana project on using drip irrigation, briquetting, and the like. So right now they are scaling their project and they want to start drying the bananas and package them so that they can be able to supply the supermarkets. So dry, but you will be surprised what we have in that desert here. Okay, congratulations, a clap for them. So a parent, I can see the head teacher is there, the principal, I can see also there's a teacher, and then the students. Congratulations, Machakos County. Yeah, congratulations, that's position 2. Okay, you may take your seats. So from the photos, Christine, probably you can just show them what we have. Okay, thank you. And then I'll take the last school. That's Abba Integrated. Abba is from Homa Bay County. Abba, just come forward. And when you are there, I can see the students are there, the teachers are there. We have to use the whole school approach. Dr. Ali happens to be a specialist in ESD, and that's why I had to bring him on board, and apart from being an AFU director. Congratulations. A big smile, please. Abba is a special school, a community school, but they have also done quite well. They are doing fish farming. Someone might wonder, they come from Homa Bay, just next to the lake, and they are still doing fish farming. Why is it? But you can interact with them and they tell you why. I think our human action are also affecting our marine ecosystems. So congratulations, a check for you of 50,000, a trophy, and a certificate and a gift hamper. And then the last category, I think that's the last school I'm calling. That is Kwale Wildlife Patrol Action Group, our best ESD network. So when you train teachers from the different counties, we encourage them to form networks so that they can be able to work together. And Abba, they have planted more than 10,000 seedlings within their schools. They are from Kwale. So that's why they are teachers. That's why no parent here, but they are teachers drawn from the different schools within Kwale County. Mr. Kairiba, I know from Yata you have your own network. So next year we need to see them before us here. I'll challenge you for today. So congratulations. Thank you. You may take your seats. Thank you.
I've been asked to give a vote of thanks. Director KWS, Prop, other guests from KWS, members of AFU, board members, parents, teachers, students. On behalf of the directors and members of the Giraffe Center, I most sincerely thank you for making this event the success that it has been. A lot of effort has gone into this for the teachers and the students, It's a one-day event now, but I'm sure for them it was a long-term process. I'm particularly pleased whenever I come for this kind of function, is that I, like the managing director KWS, is a teacher, and I've not taught formal school for many years, but I still remain a teacher. But as I look at this event and what the students produce, I find sometimes what we have been teaching and what we continue to teach may be a little bit dead and sterile. I say that because when I see my children come from school, and sometimes as a parent in a PTA function, I go to schools and I go to classrooms and see what is on the board. It is exactly what has been there 40 years ago when I was a student. Nothing has changed in terms of style, in terms of content, in terms of the way students and teachers interact. But when I come to this function, I see a lot of innovation and creativity from the students. And a little bit tragically from the teachers as well. I find teachers who are talented, good, that outside the classroom they can produce such wonderful things, creative that is out of the curriculum, but can't do it in the classroom. I find that kind of difference in the way teachers interact with their students. In the classroom, it is dead. It is 40 years old. I am sure any parent who has gone to school and has gone to a classroom, is there anybody who feels, oh, they teach differently these days? I have not found out that. But here, we see a lot of things being taught, a lot of ideas that are outside the classroom. But let me get to this function again with the theme that these students were depicting in today's function. One student came up here and said something about Rafiki. That Rafiki should extend to your classmates. That Rafiki should extend to your friends at the school. That Rafiki should extend to your families, to your homes, to your neighbors. You cannot do to the giraffes what you cannot do to your neighbors. Begin it at your neighborhoods so that you will extend to the rest of nature. If that connection between your villages, your classrooms, and your communities, that is when we'll get true and meaningful education. I learned true and meaningful education in this function. And I thank the teachers who do good work outside the classroom and the parents who support their children in this endeavor. With these few remarks, I most sincerely, once again, on behalf of the board and members, sincerely thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
We have come to the end of this event, and thank you so much for watching Elimu TV. I am Patrick Modeki Washira.